Hi, welcome to Amanda's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making Asian slaw over sesame chicken. Okay, let's get cooking. Before we get cooking, we're going to talk about all these ingredients that you can see in the camera. First, we're going to do the sesame chicken. You need 3/4 pound of ground chicken. You need 2 tablespoons of ginger, coriander, garlic, and salt, and it's easier to incorporate them into the chicken if they're all ground. Then you're going to need a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of sesame seeds, and 1/4 cup of this yummy sesame dressing. Okay, now we're going to move on to the slaw. There are going to be 2 parts. The first part is going to go into the pan to cook before we cook the chicken. It's going to be the 3 colors of the bell pepper and the scallions. And we're going to add in some yummy sauce on top of it to flavor it, and then it'll flavor the chicken while that's cooking also. So we're going to need 3 tablespoons scallions, 1 cup of the red, yellow, and green bell pepper, 2 tablespoons sesame oil, and 2 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of the ginger, coriander, garlic, salt, as well in the chicken and in the veggies. So then we're going to go on to the third part, the slaw, the other part of the slaw. The 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, 4 ounces of apricot preserves, 4 ounces of duck sauce, 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 4 teaspoons of sugar, and 4 cups of slaw. That's going to be pre-cut, you can get it at the grocery store, and then lastly, 1/2 cup of almonds sliced. Okay, let's get cooking. To start the slaw, the first part of the slaw, we added in the 3 colors of the bell pepper and some of the scallions. We're saving some of them to top the finished product later. So we added those. Now we're going to add some of the seasoning. We're going to add some chicken broth, some of the sesame dressing. We're going to add in some soy sauce and some sesame oil. Okay, we're going to let that come to simmer, and now we're going to work on the chicken. We added in the sesame dressing, the sesame seeds, garlic salt, coriander, and ginger. Okay, now we're going to stir it all together and make sure it's very well incorporated. Okay, now that it's nice and blended, we're going to make them into patties. You can make them as big or as small as you want. I like them a little thinner and a little bit wider, so that's how I'm going to make mine. Okay, let's get cooking. After 2 minutes of the vegetables cooking in the pot, I took them out so they're nice and crunchy and crispy, and they're still nice and bright. Can you tell? And then we put the patties in with all the seasoning and dressing and sauce and broth that are still in the pan. You don't take any of that out when you take the vegetables out. You let it cook the meat. And you're going to cook it 3 minutes on one side and 4 minutes on the next, and they should be nice and juicy. When you flip the chicken patties to the other side for the first time for the 4 minutes, then you can add back in your vegetables. And we can start making this slaw. Okay, ready? The duck sauce and the apricot preserves are already in this bowl, so let's add in the cabbage. I got a mixed slaw from the grocery store. It has a couple different kinds of cabbage and some carrots. I added in the almonds, so let's just get this all mixed together. Okay, let's add in the Philadelphia cream cheese. You want it room temperature so that it incorporates nicely, because some of this is cold, so you don't want it to harden back up. Okay, let's mix that in very well. Okay, now let's add in the vinegar. This is the vinegar and the sugar, so it's sweeter, it's not as tart. It really brightens it up and it gives it a whole new flavor. Before we take the veggies and the chicken out, we're going to add in the rest of our seasoning that we put on the vegetables while it's still in the broth. Okay, now you want to stir it well. It's really incorporating all those Asian flavors that you normally associate with it into every aspect of the dish. It's really great. Okay, now that they're mixed, we're going to put it on a plate. To plate this dish, first you put the chicken on the plate, then you add the creamy slaw on top, and to give it a nice colorful finish, you're going to put the bell peppers and the scallions on top. Okay, now let's eat. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to taste this. Wow. The almonds and the peppers just give it this awesome crunch that you wouldn't expect in this dish. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and I can't wait to make my next video, but I hope you like this one, so thank you.